Welcome to Dawson's, or should I say good afternoon. It's been a very busy morning. We're on view at the moment for our silver jewellery and watch sale, which is tomorrow starting at 9:30, which can be viewed on our website and other internet platforms. My name's Nicky Houston. I'm head of silver jewellery and watches, the big department, and this is my colleague Edward.
Hello.
Who is one of my colleagues, and we're here just talking about some of the lots that we've got coming up in the sale tomorrow. So we've chosen a few of our favourite things to talk about, and I'm going to kick off with this wonderful Victorian necklace and earrings in its original box. And we often talk about gem set pieces that they require the light in order to have their full colour. But often with the earlier pieces of jewellery, they would close back them and put a foil behind in order to enhance the colour. But what's so special about this necklace is that it's complete in its original box. It's set with garnets and turquoise and seed pearls and complete with its earrings. It's about 1840 in date, and it has an estimate of 3,000 to 5,000.
It's beautiful. It's stunning.
We love the antique pieces of jewellery, especially when they come over the counter, and this has been an inherited piece that has been in the family probably since it was actually produced, and it's so lovely that it hasn't suffered from changes in fashion, where they break up old pieces of jewellery and make them into something more fashionable. And the fact that it's also complete in its original lovely red leather box. So that's lot 86 in our sale tomorrow.
Is that detachable? The bottom part?
Yes, it is. Yep.
I think I saw a hook.
Yep, you've got a little hook
Yep.
there, so you can detach the bottom
Different styles.
piece. Yes,
Yep.
absolutely.
It's
Adaptable
gorgeous.
pieces of jewellery. That's where the modern guys got it from. They look back at the antique.
It's gorgeous. Yeah.
So have you got some watches for us, Ed?
Oh, of course I have. Yes. Right. Where to start? Amiga. And we see quite a few of these. This is an Amiga Moonwatch, 1966, a 105012, hand wound movement, caliber 321, and it's come direct from the vendor who bought it originally in 1970, I think, in Australia, where he was a miner in an iron ore mine. But yes, lovely watch, great to see, and a classic, future classic investment piece, which is going up and up and up.
Amiga does seem to be going up, doesn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
It's filled the sort of sports niche watch void that Rolex has kind of left behind. So we're just seeing prices go up and up. So it's a great investment piece. And yeah, one of my favorites.
So what did he pay for it? Do you know when he bought it?
It was in Australian dollars. He actually told me, because it was the year that they changed from pounds to dollars, or was very close. So I think it was $130.
Right. And what's its estimate today?
6,000 to 8,000.
Lovely, wonderful. Yeah. That's actually quite an investment, really, and he's worn it as well. That's the great thing. So this is something that's been worn and loved.
And yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and one owner.
One owner.
Nice from new.
Brilliant.
All that time, yeah.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Right, so I go to my next piece.
Oh yeah.
Now this is just the most spectacular emerald, and I hope you can see that lovely rich depth in color there. We see a lot of emeralds and they're not always the nicest stones, but this one is particularly good. You can see a really lovely color surrounded by diamonds, and this is just an attractive ring.
I think it's the nicest emerald I've ever seen.
Yeah.
With old cut diamonds as well. So, and they're really well cut, really clean stones. just a beautiful, beautiful ring.
Yeah, and this is where we come down to the quality in the
Mm.
gemstones makes a real difference. So
Yeah.
if this hadn't been such a wonderful emerald, you'd be talking 400-600 for some of them. And this one is in at 5,000 to 7,000.
Yeah.
Because, and
It's
it
worth
is because you won't get a better emerald.
No, I'm quite taken with it.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the nicest rings we've seen for a long time.
Okay, let's go back to watches.
Oh, right. Hoya, vintage Hoya from 1970. Oh, I got to give it to you. There we
Yes,
go.
you do.
This is the Skipper. So it's a hand-wound movement. It's designed for yacht racing.
Okay.
It's got a countdown 15-minute dial, multicolored dial there. It's got some service history. It's in for £1,000 to £1,500.
It should do well at that.
It should. It's really collectible. It's one of the most collectible Hoya vintage Hoyas you can get, really. Just really, really handsome.
And you can see it's going as well at the moment, and possibly we could use this for our live webcast with the 15-minute countdown.
Oh, yes.
So this is lot 318 in the sale.
Yes.
And do you know what it is? It is a good-looking watch.
It's really handsome.
Yeah.
And that 70s sort of style comes shining through, and that's always cool.
Yeah, it is at the moment, very much so.
Yeah.
On vogue, so to speak.
Blue dials as well, super fashionable. Just love it.
So this is an Austrian brooch, and I just wanted to show this piece because it's just got a really wonderful collection of stones that have been used in order to create it. And I also think it's a very elegant piece of jewellery.
Mm.
You've got frosted rock crystal, and then we have little brilliant cut diamonds, and we've got nephrite jade as well, used to carve the leaves. And yeah, it is
different skills,
a lot of skill in order to set, and then finished off with these little diamonds at the end. And I just think that this is a really beautiful piece of craftsmanship.
Yeah.
And that's in with an estimate of 600 to 800, which doesn't seem a lot. And if you are a collector, I just think that would look absolutely stunning on a black dress out at night. And it is just a very beautifully made piece of jewellery, and you can see very minimal in the back there.
Yeah, stunning.
It is.
Just the quality of craftsmanship is just amazing.
Yeah, exactly that.
Skills and so on.
Exactly that.
Yeah, and it's delicate, but it's not flimsy, if you will.
No.
It's just beautifully made.
So let's go back to watches.
Watches, right. Patek Philippe. I think we all know the name. This is a travel time. It's in rose gold. It's a 5134R.
Which means nothing to me.
Will to the collectors. It comes with a box, swing tags, no papers on this one. So you've got an interesting mechanism. You've got two pushes here to split the hour hand. So if you land in New York, you can then quickly set your local time and also monitor your home time as well. So yeah, the Patek Philippe travel time. It's got a hand wound movement beautifully. It's got
really
turn it over, you can see the actual movement through the back there, and just a really handsome dress watch from possibly the best manufacturer in the world. That's up for debate, but I think it's lovely. I'd like that.
I think it looks in really good condition as well.
It is, yeah, it's been loved and looked after. No major flaws with it at all whatsoever. Gentle wear. Could probably do with a new strap, but leather does that.
Yeah.
That's quite normal. And yeah, just a really lovely dress watch. That's in for 12 to 15,000, which is for a Patek Philippe, I think, good.
Yes, that doesn't sound too much for the make, which again, very desirable watch to have.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Just really handsome, nice dress watch, and
fantastic.
Practical.
Thank you.
That's all right.
Right. So this, if we can see it in camera shot, this is a Victorian scent bottle. So the top screws off. It's in the form of a bottle of champagne, and you've got the little original stopper inside. And then on the bottom, you've got a vinaigrette. Now, this is silver plated. You can see the grill on the bottom, so multi-purpose again, and the body is actually glass with a silver plated mounts. We've also got a registration mark at the top here, and it's for Hancock's, and you can date that to 1869. So
Lovely.
I just think that this is a really lovely novelty piece
Yes.
that the Victorians really did excel
Yeah.
at. But because it's a bottle of champagne, it also translates into today, and very collectible as such, and has an estimate of 300 to 500.
Fantastic.
What a wonderful gift to give
Yeah.
someone, just a really sweet piece.
It's gorgeous. Just, yeah, the little details are just wonderful, aren't they?
Yes, and to have your hidden vinaigrette in the bottom as well.
Yes.
Should you need some smelling salts?
Yeah, exactly. Me?
You next.
Let's go with Audemars Piguet, a Royal Oak 39mm automatic movement, white dial, and just a stunning piece. What's to say? I mean, it speaks for itself. Designed in 1970, that by Gerald Genta, a master designer for lots of brands, but probably most famous for this and a watch for Patek. Designed around, I think his muse was a diving helmet.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, so that he always took design cues and then developed watches around them. But this was effectively the first super luxury sports watch, really,
Okay.
in a time where things like Submariners were king. But what they did is they put in the same amount of effort into things like the clasp, the movement, the case, the bracelet, as they would the movement.
You can actually really
when you
see
pick it
that
up,
the quality
immediately-
of it is really
Exactly.
right the way through, that it runs from the
Yeah.
case through to
Beveled
this
edges, the polish.
extraordinary strap as well.
Yeah,
And you can see with the movement in the back.
It's just gorgeous. And so at the time it came out, it was a bit of a gamble for Audemars because it was about 10 times the cost of a Submariner. But effectively, that watch created luxury sports watches.
Okay. So this is where all the
Changed the game.
brands
Yeah.
change the game
quality,
again.
And it worked. And now it's probably the most iconic watch out there, really. Not very many on the market. And going for well over 40,000.
Really?
Yeah, 42, 43,000. And we've got this in for 28 to 32,000.
Okay. Yeah.
So a significant saving on that there. And of course, if you can get on the waiting list and willing to wait
for a very long
for
time,
a very, very long time, then yeah, you might get one that way as well. But yeah, it's just lovely. And that's complete with box and papers.
Wow.
And it's just the full set. Everything's there.
So it's iconic.
It is iconic. And funnily enough, the vendor won it from AP.
Okay.
For showcasing a Aston Martin DB7 at Concourse. It was the Aston Martin DB7 Zagato at Concourse 2008 at the Hurlingham Club in London. And he was given that as one of the prizes. So it's got a lovely history.
A fantastic story. So it's not just any old watch. It had an exciting start.
Yeah, exactly. And the car is beautiful as well. You can see the car and the watch on our website.
Fantastic.
I can't remember the lot number on that though. Do I have it? I should, shouldn't I? 327, lot number 327, that one.
Wow.
Yeah, really stunning.
So this is just holding history in your hand. And that's, again, one of the things that I absolutely love about this shop. This is lot 440 in our sale, and it is an Elizabeth I Maidenhead spoon. So the little finial on the top is a maiden's head, and it's about 1570 in date. Isn't that just absolutely amazing? And it's probably East Anglian. There is a maker's mark stamp on it, which is here, but the maker is unfortunately unrecorded, but they do think that it is East Anglian in origin. And I just absolutely love it, because you really are holding
hundreds and hundreds of years of history.
Absolutely. And if you think of what this spoon has gone through, the other thing about these spoons that I always makes me smile, of course, these would only have been produced for the very wealthy.
Yes.
And the population was less, so you only have a very, very small amount of them that were produced. And then, of course, there's the survival of fashion. But you know the old saying, born with a silver spoon in your mouth? Well, the reason for giving a silver spoon to someone is because silver has medical properties.
Yeah, antibacterial.
Absolutely. Exactly. And therefore it was considered in order to enhance your health throughout your life.
Longevity.
And really, I just love holding something that has seen so much history. And it's in at 500 to 700, which I don't think is too bad. It's lot 440, and it will go to a collector who will absolutely love it and appreciate it for what it is.
Stunning. Right, I've only got one left, but it's a big one.
A big one.
It's a Rolex Sea Dweller, double red.
Right, explain.
So it was one of the first Sea Dwellers. It's a 1665, and I want to say 1968, but my memory's a bit funny. It's a Mark II dial. It is basically one of the rarest Sea Dwellers you can possibly buy.
Fantastic.
It's lot number 346. It's in for 20,000 to 30,000. Hyper collectible. It's in fantastic condition. It was owned by quite a famous Welsh sculptor. All the details are on the website, and it's more than certainly going to sell at that price.
There's been a lot of interest in it. Yeah,
exactly. And
so what does double red mean?
Double red is the writing on the actual dial. So you've got Sea Dweller and Submariner underneath it, because effectively it started off as a bit of a prototype. It's the first time that they use a gas escapement valve on any watch for deep sea diving up to 2,000 feet. It was pressure tested to, which is all on the dial as well. But it was at the early 60s ones, incredibly rare, and not many come on the market. And
we've got photographs of the owner wearing it.
We do, yeah. All on its on the website, yeah. And of course, any queries you can email us as well at info@dawsonsauctions.co.uk.
Yeah, because that's what we're doing reports at the moment.
Lots of condition reports.
Yes.
But yes, that's it's again super rare. It's lovely to have in. We've got some great watches in.
Yes, it's been really interesting on the watch side. We've got quite a lot of really lovely watches, but also silver as well. There's a lot of silver in the sale, and then of course the jewellery, which is a mixture right the way through the price ranges.
We've got lots and lots of wonderful bits. So yes, the catalogue is online. Just go to our website, www.dawsonsauctions.co.uk. Any questions or queries, please get in touch. We start tomorrow. That's the 22nd.
Yes.
At 9:30, and we start with jewellery, then watches, then silverware, and we should be done by about 4 or 5 o'clock.
Yes.
We've got lots of exciting lots, and we'll see you then. Thank you.
Thank you.